This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Golden Flashes will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to bring it out. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Red Raiders offense will go on the attack first. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack him? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw darts. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there and pick you apart.
Looking downfield, it's Morton. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll get rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Eakin. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wide receivers all over the place. Trips to the left on 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He gets a block. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. So the Kent State Golden Flashes offense will have its first possession of the game. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can...
There he goes! And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State!
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this defense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Back to pass, it's Morton. A little release to the back. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught over the middle. It's Eakin. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Pulls it in. It's Dickey. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires to the big fountain. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Wide open downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Guys, that'll do it for the quarter, and it's Kent State on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by 9 over Ole Miss.
Off-play action on first down.
Just another week of SEC football where...
It's picked off off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, he was rolling to his right because I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Douglas. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
He'll pull it down. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. Got room to work. Spins away from the defense. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Man, you want to talk about confidence in your running game on 4th down to keep it on the ground from that distance and pick up the first down.
That's one of those things in practice, coach is probably like, anybody.
Turning it on! Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him! Caught behind the line. It's Williams.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hold, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point was good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The sure hands, it's Garcia. He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. The Golden Flashes will have it 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. He wants it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Going with the ground game left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first line? Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man, it's Harris. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback extends the play. He's got some space. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Golden Flashes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kent State.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
This drive will open from the 15. Caught in the backfield. It's Carter. Going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. On the ground. It's Sticky. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Rolling right and going deep. Got it in stride at the 50. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Huge play. Puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. going for the score. Touchdown, Golden Flashes!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. From the gun, the running back has it. Fighting off the defender. This fresh makes the stop after a short gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jones AT&T Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Here's a heat. Gonna try to get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Golden Flashes come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Runs through a tackle. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Golden Flashes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Rides the back on the option to give. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. They'll give it to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Kent State! And the beatdown has ensued.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
35, Texas Tech, 10.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Eakin. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Nicky. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll move the tight end. Right back to the well. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. The short hands. It's Douglas. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. He just can't hook up for the completion.
He's moving out of the pocket. Breaks into the open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Dead center perfect. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. SMU came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Dallas had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. A strike downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. They'll come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the 3rd. Leaves it with the back. Fights off a defender. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. If you had a DB on the bingo card for the first sack of the game, you win.
Man, I've been here before, Reese. Like, I can hear the trash talk right now. Like, wait a minute. I got to cover everybody in the back end, and I'm going to get sacks. Like, hey, defensive line, you want to give me some sacks? Or I guess I'll do it myself.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. And incomplete on the deep ball. And the Golden Flashes will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got to feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup... and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now you're second.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Red Raiders will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. hauls it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to fire to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Trying to move them on the counter. Got the first down and still on his feet. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. The give is to Garcia. There he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Into the end zone, and he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously...
Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Golden Flashes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
13.
He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Under fire! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. That's caught. It's Hudson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He is stopped short in the... Turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run from the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
And the Golden Flashes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Going for 6. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hudson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. On the run, it's Dickey. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. He is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
On the set.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Fires downfield. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Golden Flashes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. Trying to surge it in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That has been rare in this one. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
13.
Coming out with it, it's Hudson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got it behind the line, it's Joyner. And he was not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. He's taking a deep shot. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
First and 10.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to...
He wants to take the top off. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Eakin. And he's able to bounce up. Tackle for a solid pickup. The Red Raiders can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
He gets it away from his own end zone. He's got great speed.
Returner goes out of bounds.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He lets it fly. He's got it on the outside. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
And a 1st down for the offense.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today, and hey, who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Pomp,